So Diddy, he stole 30 million from you and the Ben?
Didn't give us didn't give us didn't give us a million apiece. Didn't give us 100,000 apiece. Treated us like because you got to understand though, when we came out, bruh, we was an experiment for him, and MTV. Um, they didn't know that was going to blow up like that there. It did. It blew up bigger than what everyone thought it would. I was sleeping on the floor in the hood on Baron Street. You heard me? I was on Simon Bolivar. You did. I was struggling. I was doing bad in life. I was thugging. I was thugging. You did. I was doing real ignorant, childish, immature things. And when that situation changed, that's why I say bittersweet and the double-edged sword is because I can't sit up here and bash this man 100% because that's just wrong of me. And when I think about my Paul and the chess games that we play and the things that he taught me, you should never bash anybody. You dig? Because they have to reap what they sow themselves. But with the 30 million situation, that really fucked me up when I found out that he made 30 million and just gave us crumbs. So Gene was right. You heard me when he done the interview and he said that there he was right about that of how he fucked us over financially. But I kind of had chances because Diddy wanted and the bad boy team wanted to keep working with me after that. You did. I didn't call them, they called me. But courtesy of the 30 million situation, I always had it in my mind like you about to sign your life over to him all over again as a solo artist. And guess what he gonna take for you? He can take 100 million from you now, you duck. And I didn't want to quack. Courtesy of him taking that money and ain't show us no love. But his sons is living a great life. His children living a great life. And niggas like us had to go fend for ourselves. And courtesy of me being a hustler coming from a rough neighborhood that is full of pimps and killers and hustlers, you know, I was just a little different than a lot of people. I all I wanted to learn was how to make money. I just needed a platform, a situation to figure out.
Yeah, I agree with him. I was just gonna say that sometimes in these situations, like the whole situation with making the band, it might just be end up being a platform for you to shoot off in another direction. You be like, all right, I got a little bit of a name for myself. People know of me. Now let me get away from this situation, go to a different situation and see how I can work that out. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like he's done that with himself. Some of the other members, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think they all have tried to do something. But yeah, just awful. Awful. I mean, of course he stole their money. If he had still Mace's money and his masters and people who he claimed were his friends, he would steal anybody's damn money. And we see Mary J. Blige too. She didn't she go broke? And this is Mary J. Blige, someone who, to me, it is bigger than a lot of these artists out here in general. You know what I'm saying? So this being under Bad Boy, I think is just not 100% the best move over in the long term. Well, hell, a lot of these record labels, it's like they just want to screw the artist, take all the money. They treat artists like workers, like literally like an employer. For example, let's say I've worked at Vitamix, right? Y'all selling each blender for $500. I'm getting $10 an hour, right? But they're making millions, really, probably billions off of my back and my hard work. And we can barely get a bonus. We can barely get a free blender. You know, they were supposed to give us a free blender after 90 days. They're trying to hold the blender up, like, hold on now. Let's do another 90 days. It was literally like that. Wouldn't even give us a free blender. And these companies, these record companies are the same way. Okay, we're gonna take the lump sum, the lion's share, and you can have a little bit. We're gonna treat you, we're gonna pay you your minimum wage, maybe a little bit above. We might give you 25 an hour. But the rest is, yeah, that's so SoFi Bank has a great referral program going on right now. If you sign a person up for a bank account, they will give you $75. So I'm going to break this down into a few simple steps. Step one, drop in the link below, sign up for your bank account. They will give you a checking and a savings account. Now, with that, you do have to deposit $50 within 14 days. So you do have some time to deposit your $50, or just wait till you have the $50 and go ahead and sign up at that point. And once you deposit your $50, they'll give you $25 instantly, okay? Now, after that, you actually can stop and take your $25 bonus, deposit all that into your bank account, transfer it back, and you're all set to go. You don't have to go any further. But step two, I think you're going to want to check this one out because all you have to do is really share your link. You'll get a link with your bank account, share it around to your friends, family. That's what I did at first. I shared it with literally a few friends, a few family members, and I was looking in my SoFi account a few days later, and I had over $500. And I was flabbergasted because I didn't know where that money came from, but I knew my heart dropped. I was like, oh, what's happening? And I actually really needed it at that time, so it worked out great. So that's pretty much it. And three is just watch the money roll in, and that's literally what it is. It's that simple. I'm a simplistic person, right? So I try to look for the simplest stuff to do out there, especially if it's to make some cash, guys. So share it with your fan bases or your people on Facebook, Instagram. It doesn't matter how many followers you have, you can make money with this. So check it out in the link below and back to the video. That's our money. It's really insane.
How to accumulate money. I ain't ever been the type of person towards, you show me how to fish and I'm gonna keep depending on you for fish. Just show me how to fish and I'm gonna catch bigger fish than you. You heard me?
Hmm.
Because it's meant to go that way.
Period.
Your job in life is to teach. Whether it's your children or other people, that is your job. Your job is to give your wisdom, your game to the next man, so he can be able to give it to the next man. I thought that's how it went, but the one percenters, they get the game and they give the rest of the people employment and bad schooling, bad
That's what I just
education
said.
to make sure that you're working for them, not with them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
For real.
Exactly.
So yeah, 30 million situation. When I found that out, I always had it in my mind like, this nigga. So shout out to Half Pia because in the bad boy situation, that's one person that really had love for me, still got love for me, that wanted me to. And that's the reason why I stuck with Bad
Mm,
Boy after making the band. Even though that 30 million was in my head, I still stuck with Bad Boy, courtesy of Hall Pia. And
mm.
not just that, I'm Haitian too. So it's like, it's kind of like a Haitian thing. I trusted Hall Pia. I really did. So that's why my Bad Boy situation was a little different than the band. So when Gene, shout out to Gene, because I respect you. And he had a platform to speak his perception, opinion and perception. But I won't say he was 100% right, because you don't know nothing about Chopper. Not Chopper City. I'm a little different, Playboy. Salute to you though. But that ain't happened to me, pimping. I get that paper. But I'm listening to you, pimp.
How did you find out for a fact that he stole 30 million?
My lawyer, Jeff Gandel. Jeff Gandel basically he was like, wow, when the band was over, by law, regardless of what, you still have to sign W-9 forms, and you get to see all the recruitments from the companies and the Viacoms and the Bad
Mm,
Boy Entertainments. And when it all came up, it showed that Bad Boy Entertainment, I don't know what Viacom, which is MTV, I don't know what they accumulated. You heard me, but I know what Bad Boy accumulated. They accumulated $30 million off making a band. We were getting 250,000 a show. Facts. And they were giving us 5,000 each. You hear me? Like
That's crazy, man.
250, accent 250,000 a show when I read that shit. We was that hot, bro. 250 a show. They gave us 5,000 each. So I'm supposed to what? Show Diddy mercy and grace? That nigga. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna bash him 100% and say that nigga. It's just a bittersweet situation because I don't
yeah.
want to see no man back there because I was just back there and it sucked. The food is disgusting. The COs and the sheriffs and all them people, they treat celebrities like They laugh at us. They go on YouTube and they go by your cell and mimic you and it's over for you now. That shit was depressing. It really was. And it'll drive a weak mind crazy. So I hope that he back there keeping a strong mind and staying prayed up to whatever religion he believe in, because them people will really like fuck you up mentally and make you feel like your life is over. Damn, they make you want to kill yourself. For real.
And Gene,
Yeah.
what was the comments he made on my platform that has you feeling that type of way?
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't say I felt the way, because I have no feelings when it comes to the music industry. I look at everything like business. But Gene, yeah, but Gene, he spoke on us as the band collectively, and he said Diddy ain't have no intentions of fucking with them like that. But yet and still, Gene, you must forgot that Diddy and them called me up to do this bad boy deal. I did the video See Lil Daddy with Wayne, and I did all that all over again. I was on tour with my own bus, and what? I was gifted Ferraris and all types of crazy shit. Like Gene, you must don't know what's down, because Gene is speaking on his perspective of a collective, instead of, you dig, doing his homework and realizing he should have said he ain't had no intentions for them. And no offense to the band, I love them, you heard me, but he should have said he ain't had no intentions for them. But Chopper, he rolled with Chopper, because that's exactly what that was. Because Chop is a different dude. You sit back and talk to me, you'll realize I'm a different type of dude. I'm about the paper. I'm about business, and I do good business, and I'm a supply what you demand. I'm great at what I do musically, and
Chopper was kind of, in my personal opinion, he was the Beyonce of the group. He was kind of like the person who everybody would talk about, at least in my circle of people who I was, watching it with, like my cousins and stuff and people. So, um, and then his name was interesting, Chopper City. So I think people did kind of look at him more. Of course, you had your fans of each person, but I think he had a little bit of extra something on him that Diddy saw, that he was like, I can do something with him. You know what I'm saying? And overall, let me just say this too. I felt like it was a weird band combination in the beginning. I'm like, you got, what was it? Five niggas and two women in a group. That ain't going. I didn't get the dynamic. I was just like, did you just pick random people out of here? Like, I felt like they should have all had like some type of solo deal or something. Like, I don't know. That was always kind of weird to me. Even like with the Black Eyed Peas, I think they broke up because it was three men and a female, and it was just like too much flirtation and too much this that going on. It can be tough when you have, girl groups break up. And girls, they have that camaraderie with each other usually. They can be a little catty, but usually girls be kind of on the same page. So when you put men and women together in a group, I think it's always going to be a little bit of little weirdness there, in my opinion.
I just think Gene had it misconstrued, but I feel no way, because it wasn't personal. I just wanted to clear that up, that to let him know that Chopper City is he's the rose in the concrete pimping. So you might want to go ahead and renege on that one. You did? Renege on that, player.
Yeah, I do remember an episode on Making the Band where he told you, Ness, and Babs that he wanted to keep y'all.
No, that ain't what happened. What happened was he kept Ness and Babs as an idea. Um, Babs, I don't know her situation. What did it after that? But I know it just went that way. But salute the Babs for Queen of the Ring. She bossed up. But it went that way at that moment. With Ness' situation, Ness was a great rapper. No matter how that sound, you can't take that from him. But I guess he didn't want to invest in Ness as an artist for some reason. He wanted to rock with Ness as a ghostwriter. So Ness worked with Last Train to Paris and all types of other projects with Diddy afterwards. With me, for some reason he looked at it like he's worth investing into. But in my mind, I still thought about that 30 million. So, his way of perceiving me was a little different than how I perceived him. You dig? I stayed because of Half PR. I didn't stay because of Diddy. Because I was already drove, aka upset about the way he milked us like a cow, and then was like, "Oh yeah, Chop, come on, rock with us again." Like, bi- like you've just fucking fucked over us with 30 million. You expect for me to smile in front of your face? That ain't good business to me. So everything that happened with me and Diddy always been me feeling like at any given moment I'm out, because that's how he made me feel. Any given moment, I'm getting the fuck out of here. So when Katrina
Mm,
happened, that was my move right there. And mind you, on making a band, I wasn't over 18. I was 15, turning 16.
mm,
So I was still living the street life. You dig? That happened to me overnight. You dig? So I had warrants out on me for robberies and all types of
mm-mm,
foolishness. So when that happened to me, I knew I couldn't use my real ID. So I used somebody else's ID, and I became that person. It didn't last long because they ended up finding out, but they still let me rock on TV. But I was doing grown people shit, because in New Orleans, I was already grown. 16, 15 is 25, 30 in New Orleans. You dig? So I was
mm,
already grown. So being around them, yeah, I was a little immature for sure because I didn't understand it. And so the crazy part about it, brother, to them, they grown. Fred and Ness and Babs and Dallon and Sarah, they in their 20s, 25, 30. I was 15. So to
mm.
me, that was practically the ninth grade to me. That's why I'm the way I am now, is because that was actually like literally school to me. I learned the music industry from all that shit. That's why I'm the way I am now. So people probably think I'm older than what they think I am, but I'm young as still. So it's crazy. My life is a fucking roller coaster, and a beautiful one. And I'm so proud.
Okay, chopping. I ain't gonna watch this whole thing. Y'all can go to the Art of Dialogue and watch it. But yeah, man. At least he, got to get some sort of level of success. Seems like I'm, I'm not all the way sensing that he like sold out, but I don't know. The shirt is kind of, you know, giving me to the side eye. Like, okay, Negro, you got the Mason stuff on. But overall, I'm sensing that, he really was just about his business, and that if anything, like if Diddy would have been like, "Come to the freak off," he probably would have been like, "Hold this, nigga." You know what I'm saying? So, all right, y'all. That's all I'm gonna do for today. Try this video, 17 minutes. I don't want to make it too long. Have a good one. Peace out. And subscribe. Subscribe, like the video, all of that stuff. I appreciate y'all. I'm having a lot of fun with this. And yeah, I'm gonna keep making videos. All right, peace out.